DeepSeek R1, a game-changer in open-source AI. Today, we're diving into a groundbreaking development in the tech world, the launch of China's open-source AI model, DeepSeek R1. This innovation has been likened to a Sputnik moment by Mark Andreessen, and for good reason. Just as Sputnik challenged America's dominance in the 20th century, DeepSeek R1 is shaking up the 21st century AI landscape. For years, AI supremacy seemed to belong to established giants like OpenAI and Anthropic. But with this breakthrough, a new competitor has not only entered the arena, but exceeded expectations. If you're interested in the future of AI innovation and global competition, understanding DeepSeek R1 is essential. What is it? Why does it matter? And is it truly revolutionary, or just hype? Let's break it down. The industry shakeup. What really stunned the tech world and sent the stocks of companies like Nvidia and Microsoft tumbling was the cost efficiency of DeepSeek R1. It reportedly matches or exceeds the performance of top-tier models like OpenAI's GPT-4, but was developed for under $6 million. Compare that to the billions spent by major players to achieve similar results, and it's clear why this is causing a stir. Even more surprising, China allegedly accomplished this without using Nvidia's latest chips. It's akin to building a Ferrari out of spare parts in your garage. Remarkable and disruptive. What makes DeepSeek R1 different? DeepSeek R1 is a lightweight language model that punches well above its weight. It was designed for efficiency and resourcefulness, relying on innovative techniques like model distillation. This approach involves training smaller models using the outputs of larger ones, much like an apprentice learns from a master craftsman. By distilling knowledge from massive models like GPT-4 or Meta Llama, DeepSeek creators compressed advanced capabilities into a smaller, more accessible format. The result? A model that doesn't require massive data centers or high-end GPUs. Smaller variants can even run on consumer-grade hardware, like laptops or entry-level GPUs, making it a game-changer for researchers, hobbyists, and smaller organizations. How does it work? Think of it as teaching by example. Instead of replicating the raw computational power of larger models, DeepSeek R1 mimics their outputs for a wide range of tasks. It draws on insights from multiple models, including open-source ones, creating a robust and adaptable system. Its open-source nature also allows for transparency, enabling developers to uncover potential biases or limitations. For example, in tests, the model accurately identified the iconic Tiananmen Square Tankman photo and provided detailed context, an impressive feat for such a lightweight system. Why does this matter? DeepSeek 1. Significantly lowers the barrier to entry for AI development. Organizations no longer need massive infrastructure or exorbitant budgets to deploy powerful AI. This could democratize AI innovation, enabling smaller companies and research labs to compete with tech giants. However, there are trade-offs. Smaller models like DeepSeek R1 may struggle with the depth and breadth of knowledge found in larger systems. They're also more prone to errors and rely heavily on the quality of the training data, meaning any flaws in the larger models could trickle down. A shift in the AI landscape. DeepSeek R1's efficiency is reminiscent of the early days of personal computing. Back then, smaller, scrappier PCs disrupted an industry dominated by mainframes. Similarly, DeepSeek may not match the cutting-edge capabilities of GPT-5, but it could pave the way for a more accessible and decentralized AI ecosystem. Imagine AI models tailored to specific industries, running on local hardware for enhanced privacy and control, or even embedded in everyday devices like smartphones. DeepSeek R1 is bringing this vision closer to reality. Challenges and implications. Of course, there are challenges. DeepSeek and similar models must prove their reliability in real-world applications and continue to innovate in a highly competitive field. For American AI companies, this poses a dual threat. maintaining technological leadership while justifying the premium costs of their proprietary systems. Open source models like DeepSeek R1 could also undercut U.S. firms by enabling global developers to innovate at a fraction of the cost. This could impact revenue streams for companies reliant on licensing or API subscriptions, while reducing demand for U.S.-developed AI models. On January 21, 2025, a groundbreaking event took place in the world of artificial intelligence. China unveiled DeepSeek R1, a state-of-the-art chain-of-thought reasoning model. This free, open-source AI model offers performance comparable to OpenAI's O1, shaking up the global AI landscape. With its innovative training methods and commercial usability, DeepSeek R1 is poised to revolutionize AI development. In this comprehensive article, we'll explore what makes DeepSeek R1 unique, how it works, and its potential impact on the AI industry. The rise of chain-of-thought models. Chain-of-thought (COT) reasoning models represent a paradigm shift in artificial intelligence. Unlike traditional models that deliver answers without transparency, COT models emulate human-like reasoning by breaking down problems into logical steps. This approach enables them to handle complex tasks that require planning, deduction, and multi-step problem-solving. OpenAI's O1 was among the first COT models to make waves, showcasing impressive capabilities in fields like mathematics, software engineering, and advanced reasoning. However, proprietary restrictions and high costs limited its accessibility. Enter DeepSeek R1, a robust alternative that's free, open source, and equipped with comparable or even superior performance metrics. Key features of DeepSeek R1. Open source accessibility. DeepSeek R1 is licensed under an MIT-like framework, allowing developers to use it freely for both personal and commercial purposes. This contrasts sharply with OpenAI's proprietary models, which are expensive and come with usage restrictions. Cutting-edge performance. According to benchmarks, DeepSeek R1 performs on par with O1 in many domains and even surpasses it in areas like mathematics and software engineering. Its ability to handle complex problem-solving tasks makes it a formidable contender in the AI race. Scalable deployment. DeepSeek R1 offers various parameter configurations to suit different use cases. 7 billion parameters, 4.7 GB. Ideal for lightweight applications. 32 billion parameters, comparable to O1 Mini, and suitable for mid-range tasks. 671 billion parameters, 400 plus GB. A powerhouse model, requiring high-performance hardware for advanced applications. Reinforcement learning without supervision. One of the most innovative aspects of DeepSeek R1 is its training methodology. Unlike supervised fine-tuning, where models are trained on labeled data, R1 employs direct reinforcement learning. This means it learns by trial and error, exploring multiple solutions and reinforcing successful outcomes. This approach mimics human learning, enabling the model to develop robust reasoning capabilities. Transparency in reasoning. When prompted, DeepSeek R1 displays its step-by-step reasoning process before delivering the final answer. This transparency not only builds trust, but also allows users to understand and refine the model's approach. How DeepSeek R1 works. DeepSeek R1's architecture is built on several groundbreaking innovations. Reinforcement learning paradigm. Traditional supervised fine-tuning involves feeding the model with examples and step-by-step solutions. In contrast, DeepSeek R1 uses reinforcement learning. Here's how it works. The model is provided with a set of problems, but no solutions. It generates multiple outputs, answers for each problem. Outputs are grouped and assigned reward scores based on their accuracy or quality. Over time, the model adjusts its approach to prioritize outputs with higher scores. This trial and error process enables the model to learn independently, fostering adaptability and resilience in problem solving. Chain of thought reasoning. CoT reasoning allows DeepSeek R1 to tackle complex problems by breaking them into smaller, logical steps. For example, when solving a math problem, the model first outlines its thought process before arriving at the final solution. This feature makes it particularly effective for tasks requiring detailed planning, puzzles, or multi-step logic. Parameter optimization. DeepSeek R1 scalability is another key strength. Users can choose from different parameter configurations to balance performance and resource requirements. While the 7 billion parameter version is lightweight and efficient, the 671 billion parameter model delivers unparalleled accuracy and depth, provided you have the hardware to support it. Practical applications of DeepSeek R1. DeepSeek R1's versatility makes it suitable for a wide range of applications. Advanced problem solving. With its CoT reasoning capabilities, DeepSeek R1 excels at solving complex problems in fields like mathematics, physics, and engineering. Researchers and educators can use it to tackle advanced equations, design experiments, or explain intricate concepts. Software development. The model's superior performance in coding tasks makes it a valuable tool for developers. From debugging code to generating algorithms, DeepSeek R1 can streamline software development processes. Education and training. By breaking down problems into logical steps, DeepSeek R1 serves as an effective teaching assistant. It can help students understand complex subjects, provide detailed explanations, and guide them through step-by-step solutions. Commercial applications. Businesses can integrate DeepSeek R1 into their operations to enhance productivity. For example, customer support, automating responses for complex queries, data analysis, processing large data sets to extract insights, financial modeling, simulating scenarios and optimizing investment strategies. Scientific research. Researchers in fields like biology, chemistry, and material science can use DeepSeek R1 to model complex systems, simulate experiments, and analyze results. Challenges and limitations. While DeepSeek R1 is a significant step forward, it's not without challenges. Hardware requirements. Running the full 671 billion parameter model requires extensive computational resources. Only organizations with access to high-performance hardware can fully leverage its capabilities. Learning curve. Although the model is user-friendly, utilizing its full potential requires expertise in prompt engineering and AI development, benchmarks, and bias. As with any AI model, benchmarks should be taken with a grain of salt. Recent controversies such as OpenAI-funded benchmarks highlight the importance of independent evaluations. Ethical concerns. The open-source nature of DeepSeek R1 raises questions about misuse. Ensuring responsible deployment will require guidelines and community oversight. DeepSeek R1 versus OpenAI O1. Comparing DeepSeek R1 to OpenAI's O1 reveals some key differences. Cost. DeepSeek R1, free and open-source. OpenAI O1, expensive subscription model. Accessibility. DeepSeek R1, available for commercial and personal use without restrictions. OpenAI O1, usage is limited by licensing agreements. Training methodology. DeepSeek R1 uses reinforcement learning without supervision. OpenAI O1 relies on supervised fine-tuning. Transparency. DeepSeek R1 displays its reasoning process step-by-step. OpenAI O1 outputs results without revealing internal reasoning. The broader impact of DeepSeek R1. Democratizing AI. By making advanced AI accessible to everyone, DeepSeek R1 levels the playing field. Startups, researchers, and developers can now access cutting-edge technology without the financial barriers imposed by proprietary models. Accelerating innovation. Open-source models like DeepSeek R1 foster collaboration and innovation. Developers worldwide can build upon its foundation, creating new applications and advancing the state of AI. Challenging industry giants. The release of DeepSeek R1 puts pressure on companies like OpenAI to reconsider their pricing and licensing strategies. Competition from open-source alternatives may drive the industry toward greater accessibility and transparency. Ethical and regulatory implications. The open nature of DeepSeek. One raises questions about misuse and accountability. Policymakers and AI ethicists will need to address issues like data privacy, misinformation, and the potential for malicious applications. How to get started with DeepSeek R1. Using DeepSeek R1 is straightforward, thanks to its flexible deployment options. Web interface. For quick testing, you can access DeepSeek R1 via its web-based UI. This option is ideal for casual users and small-scale projects. Hugging Face integration. Developers can use Hugging Face to deploy DeepSeek R1 in their applications. This platform offers pre-trained models and tools for seamless integration. Local deployment. For advanced users, DeepSeek R1 can be downloaded and run locally using tools like Ollama. While the 7 billion parameter version is lightweight, the full-scale model requires substantial hardware resources. Prompt engineering. To maximize performance, it's essential to craft concise and direct prompts. Chain-of-thought models thrive on well-structured queries, enabling them to reason through problems effectively. The future of AI with DeepSeek R1. The release of DeepSeek R1 marks a turning point in the AI landscape. Its combination of open-source accessibility, cutting-edge performance, and innovative training methods sets a new standard for what's possible. As developers and researchers embrace this model, we can expect a surge of innovation across industries, from education and healthcare to finance and beyond. In the broader context, DeepSeek R1 challenges the dominance of proprietary AI models, promoting a more inclusive and collaborative approach to AI development. By empowering individuals and organizations worldwide, it paves the way for a future where advanced AI is not just a privilege, but a shared resource. China has recently made a groundbreaking leap in AI development, catching the global tech community off guard. This advancement, emerging not from industry giants like OpenAI, Google, or Meta, but from a relatively unknown Chinese lab called DeepSeek, has sparked widespread attention. DeepSeek's latest model, developed in just 2 months and at a fraction of the cost, less than $6 million, has outperformed some of the most advanced models from leading U.S. companies. This achievement is particularly striking given the significant investments made by American firms, with OpenAI spending billions annually and Google projecting over $50 billion in capital expenditures for 2024. DeepSeek's model, which is open source, has become a favorite among developers worldwide, including those in the U.S. It has demonstrated superior performance in various benchmarks, including math problem solving, coding competitions, and bug detection, surpassing models like Meta's Llama, OpenAI's GPT-4, and Anthropic's Claude. The lab's efficiency is even more impressive considering the U.S. government's restrictions on semiconductor exports to China, which were intended to curb the country's AI progress. Despite these limitations, DeepSeek managed to achieve remarkable results using less powerful hardware, such as NVIDIA's H800 GPUs, proving that innovation can thrive even under constraints. The lab's success has raised questions about the future of AI development, particularly the viability of massive investments in proprietary models. DeepSeek's approach, leveraging existing technologies and focusing on efficiency, has shown that high-quality AI models can be built with significantly fewer resources. This has led to a shift in perspective within the AI community, with many now questioning whether the traditional model of heavy investment in large-scale AI development is still the best path forward. DeepSeek's breakthrough also highlights the growing competition between the US and China in the AI race. While the US has long been considered the leader in AI innovation, China's rapid progress, exemplified by DeepSeek, suggests that the gap may be narrowing. This has significant implications for the global tech landscape, as China's open-source models could potentially dominate the ecosystem, embedding themselves deeply into global infrastructure. However, the rise of Chinese AI also raises concerns about governance and ethical standards. AI models developed in China are required to adhere to strict state regulations, including the promotion of socialist values and censorship of sensitive topics. This has led to fears that the widespread adoption of Chinese AI models could influence global narratives and undermine democratic values. The stock markets opened just a few minutes ago, and it's not looking good, especially for the tech-heavy Nasdaq. We're seeing a significant tech sell-off this morning, and it's being driven by some groundbreaking developments in the AI space. Let's take a closer look. The Dow is down over 140 points. The S&P is solidly lower, but the real action is in the Nasdaq, which is down nearly 600 points, a drop of almost 3%. This could be one of its worst days in the past 2 years, and here's why. A relatively unknown Chinese startup called DeepSeek has suddenly emerged as a major player in the AI race, and it's shaking up the industry. DeepSeek, which few had heard of until recently, has developed AI technology that's competitive with giants like OpenAI, Google, and other established players. In just a short time, DeepSeek's app has skyrocketed to the top of the Apple App Store, surpassing even ChatGPT in downloads. That's a huge deal. Billionaire investor Mark Andreessen, a legendary figure in tech, called DeepSeek's breakthrough one of the most amazing and impressive he's ever seen. But what's really stunning isn't just that China has developed a strong AI app, it's how cheaply they've done it. DeepSeek claims its AI model cost only $5.6 million to develop. If true, that's a game changer. For comparison, Anthropic, a leading AI company, has said developing an AI model can cost between $100 million and $1 billion. Meanwhile, Meta's CEO Mark Zuckerberg has announced plans to spend $65 billion on AI. This raises serious questions about the foundation of the AI boom, which has been built on the assumption that massive spending is necessary to stay ahead. Investors are now wondering if all that money is really needed. The claims from DeepSeek are shaking confidence in the US AI dominance narrative, and it's happening fast. We're still trying to understand the full implications, but it's clear this is a major development. DeepSeek is a one-year-old Chinese startup that's made waves with its AI model, DeepSeek V3, and its reasoning engine R1. What's remarkable is that they claim to have developed this technology in under 2 months for less than $6 million. That's a fraction of the cost and time it takes for US companies to build similar models. The model is open source, available under an MIT license, and can even run on a laptop. This has sent shockwaves through the industry because it suggests that algorithmic efficiency, smarter, more efficient coding, could potentially outperform the brute force, high compute approach that's dominated AI development so far. DeepSeek achieved this while US giants like Meta are spending tens of billions. Is it just about smarter engineering, or is there more to it? It's a combination of factors. First, China has a deep pool of highly skilled engineers and researchers. Second, US restrictions on exporting advanced chips to China force them to find creative solutions. They've essentially solved a hardware problem with software, using algorithmic efficiency to make their models run faster and cheaper. Their research is open source, so while they haven't revealed everything, it's something others can replicate. That said, this doesn't mean US companies are out of the game. They'll adapt, but it does raise questions about the future of AI development. Will we continue down the path of massive compute power, or will efficiency become the new standard? What does this mean for companies like NVIDIA, which have been riding the AI wave with their high-performance chips? Could this shift impact their business? If algorithmic efficiency becomes the norm, the demand for high-end GPUs could decrease. This could also affect the need for massive data centers and the energy they consume. But it's still early days. No one has replicated DeepSeek's results yet, so we don't know if this is a true breakthrough or a temporary disruption. What's clear is that the AI race is far from over, and this development has added a new layer of complexity. So in essence, this is just the beginning of a much larger conversation about the future of AI and how it will be developed. Artificial intelligence is evolving rapidly, and a new player has entered the scene, DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company that's making waves in the tech world. Former President Trump mentioned DeepSeek at his annual retreat in Florida, calling it a wake-up call for the industry and emphasizing the U.S. quote, S leadership due to its world-class scientists. He also discussed plans to boost chip and semiconductor production. DeepSeek has introduced AI models that reportedly rival leading Western models, all at a fraction of the cost. Despite major U.S. tech companies investing billions in development, DeepSeek claims one of its models costs just $5.6 million to train, compared to the hundreds of millions spent elsewhere. This raises questions about the future of American dominance in AI. DeepSeek has developed AI models that allegedly match or exceed the performance of leading Western systems, using less expensive hardware. The company was founded by a small team of researchers, backed by a Chinese hedge fund. Despite U.S. sanctions on advanced chip exports to China, DeepSeek appears to be pushing boundaries. Their AI app has even surpassed ChatGPT as the top-rated free app on Apple's App Store in the U.S. Tech stocks like Nvidia and Broadcom took a hit following the news, as the market speculates on the implications. While Nvidia believes DeepSeek's advancements might increase overall AI demand, concerns linger about the cost efficiency of these models and their potential impact on the industry. They've created a competitive AI system at significantly lower cost than companies like OpenAI and Anthropic. However, these are just claims for now, and there's a lot of skepticism about the true costs, the type of hardware they used, and how they managed to achieve this level of efficiency. Absolutely. Companies often make bold claims, especially in competitive markets. With DeepSeek, you also have the added factor of geopolitical tension. China showcasing an AI breakthrough despite U.S. sanctions adds another layer of complexity. While it's worth monitoring, we should be cautious about accepting everything at face value. The market response has been mixed. Companies like Nvidia, Broadcom, and Marvell, which produce specialized AI chips, saw the biggest impact. The fear is that if DeepSeek can create powerful AI models without relying on expensive hardware, it could disrupt the current market. However, it's too early to draw conclusions. Open source has its pros and cons. It fosters innovation and collaboration, but raises significant privacy and security concerns. DeepSeek's data likely originates from sources within China, and any data stored on their systems could be subject to Chinese government oversight. This could deter businesses from fully trusting their platform. That's a critical point. DeepSeek also recently faced a cyber attack, temporarily limiting registrations. Should this raise red flags? It's concerning but not uncommon. The key issue is transparency. We don't know much about their infrastructure or the true costs behind their models. Businesses should proceed with caution and carefully evaluate the risks of using this technology. AI is a global race, and no single country will dominate it indefinitely. While the U.S. leads in innovation, countries like China have deep technical expertise and significant financial backing. Policymakers need to consider strategies to maintain a competitive edge, including fostering innovation and addressing potential security risks. Yesterday, China unveiled a cutting-edge, free, and open-source chain-of-thought reasoning model that matches the performance of OpenAI's R1. Meanwhile, I'm still paying $200 a month for OpenAI, questioning my choices. Right now, the tech world is divided into two camps. The pessimists who believe AI has peaked with GPT 3.5, and the optimists who think we're on the brink of artificial superintelligence, propelling us into Ray Kurzweil's vision of a technological singularity. No one knows where AI is truly headed, but there's a saying to keep in mind. Pessimists sound smart, while optimists make money. Still, being an AI optimist isn't always easy. You have to put your faith in figures like Sam Altman and companies like OpenAI that operate behind closed doors. Fortunately, China just dropped a game changer. On the same day TikTok's ban was lifted, they introduced DeepSeek R1, a new model with an MIT-style license, meaning it's free to use for commercial purposes. This revolutionary chain of thought model could help you monetize your applications and reshape AI development as we know it. Released on January 21st, 2025, DeepSeek R1 represents a pivotal moment in the AI race. While OpenAI's Sam Altman was busy attending Trump's inauguration, DeepSeek R1 emerged as a worthy rival to O1. Its benchmarks show it can go head-to-head with O1 and even outperform it in areas like math and software engineering. But let's be real, benchmarks aren't always trustworthy. For instance, Epic AI, a company behind a popular math benchmark, recently disclosed its funding from OpenAI, raising questions about bias. Personally, I judge models based on hands-on experience, not just benchmarks. DeepSeek R1 offers various deployment options. You can access it via a web interface, on platforms like Hugging Face, or run it locally using tools like Ollama. For smaller scale applications, the 7 billion parameter version, 4.7 GB, is manageable. However, the full-scale model, with 671 billion parameters, requires over 400 GB of memory and serious hardware. If you want something comparable to O1 Mini, the 32 billion parameter version is ideal. What sets DeepSeek R1 apart is its unique training process. Unlike traditional models that rely on supervised fine-tuning, where solutions are provided step by step, R1 employs direct reinforcement learning. Essentially, it learns by trial and error. The model is given examples without solutions, experiments with different approaches, and improves by rewarding successful outputs. Think of it as a self-taught AI developing reasoning skills through experience, much like a human. DeepSeek's paper on its reinforcement learning method explains this in detail. For each problem, the model generates multiple answers, outputs, groups them, and assigns reward scores. Over time, the model adjusts its strategy to prioritize higher-scoring solutions. This innovative approach allows it to solve problems independently and showcase its reasoning process. When prompting DeepSeek R1 or any chain of thought model like O1, keep your queries concise and focused. These models are designed to reason through problems step by step before arriving at a solution. For instance, when solving a math problem, R1 will first lay out its thought process, then present the answer. This makes chain of thought models particularly effective for complex problem-solving tasks, such as advanced math, puzzles, and planning, where detailed reasoning is required. In summary, the release of DeepSeek R1 signals a major leap forward in open-source AI, challenging the dominance of proprietary models like O1. Whether you're an AI optimist or skeptic, it's clear that innovation in this space is accelerating, and now you can harness these tools to build the future. A few days ago, DeepSeek R1 was released, and it's already causing seismic shifts in the AI industry. This new AI model, developed by a small Chinese company called DeepSeek, is capable of advanced reasoning, much like OpenAI's cutting-edge models, O1 and O3. But here's the kicker. It's completely open source and open weights, meaning anyone can use, modify, and build on it for free. Even more astonishing, DeepSeek claims it cost just $5 million to train, a fraction of the hundreds of millions or even billions that other companies like OpenAI, Meta, and Google have spent on their models. This revelation has left the AI world scrambling to understand the implications. The timing of DeepSeek R1's release couldn't be more dramatic. Just days before, major U.S. tech leaders, including OpenAI's Sam Altman and Meta's Mark Zuckerberg, had announced massive investments in AI infrastructure, with figures reaching into the trillions of dollars. The narrative was clear. The AI race would be won by those who could spend the most on compute power and resources. But DeepSeek's breakthrough has thrown that assumption into question. If a small team in China can create a state-of-the-art model for just $5 million, what does that mean for the billions being poured into AI by U.S. tech giants? The reaction has been intense. Some see DeepSeek as a gift to humanity, democratizing access to advanced AI technology. Others view it as a potential threat to U.S. dominance in the field, with some even speculating that it's part of a Chinese strategy to undermine American tech companies. There's also skepticism about whether DeepSeek's claims are entirely accurate. Could they really have achieved this level of efficiency, or are they hiding access to more advanced hardware, like NVIDIA's H100 GPUs, which are restricted from export to China? DeepSeek's model is not just cheap to train, it's also incredibly efficient at inference, or thinking. Users have reported making hundreds of thousands of API requests at minimal cost, with no rate limits. This has led to memes and jokes about how DeepSeek can handle massive demand on what seems like a shoestring budget. While companies like Anthropic struggle to keep up despite billions in funding. The debate over DeepSeek's impact is heating up. Some, like Imad Mostaq of Stability AI, believe the numbers add up and that DeepSeek's efficiency is real. Others, like Scale AI's CEO Alexander Wang, suggest that DeepSeek might have more resources than they're letting on, possibly circumventing U.S. export controls on advanced chips. Meanwhile, Yann LeCun, Meta's AI chief, sees this as a win for open-source innovation, arguing that DeepSeek's success is built on the foundation of open research and tools like PyTorch and Meta's own Llama models. So what does this mean for the future of AI? If DeepSeek's approach is as efficient as it claims, it could democratize AI development, allowing smaller players to compete with tech giants. But it also raises questions about the massive investments being made by companies like OpenAI, Meta, and Microsoft. Are they spending too much, or is compute power still the ultimate determinant of AI superiority? One thing is clear, the AI landscape is evolving faster than ever. DeepSeek R1 has shown that innovation doesn't always require billions of dollars. Sometimes it just takes a small team of brilliant minds working under constraints. Whether this is a wake-up call for the U.S. or a gift to the global AI community, one thing is certain. The race for AI dominance is far from over, and the rules of the game are changing. What do you think? Is DeepSeek a game changer, or is there more to the story? The recent release of DeepSeek R1, a groundbreaking AI model developed in China, has sent shockwaves through the tech industry, leading to significant stock declines for major players like NVIDIA. This video delves into the implications of DeepSeek R1, its sophisticated architecture, and the reasons behind the market's reaction. DeepSeek R1 is based on the earlier DeepSeek V3 model, which utilized a mixture of experts' approach and required significantly fewer computational resources to train than models like GPT-4. The model's innovative training methods, including unsupervised reinforcement learning and chain-of-thought prompting, have allowed it to achieve competitive performance against leading AI models while being open-source and publicly available. Analysts are divided on the significance of this development, with concerns about the true computational resources behind the training of DeepSeek R1 and its potential to disrupt established market dynamics. The video concludes by outlining how viewers can access and use DeepSeek, along with a brief mention of another release, Janus Pro 7B, an AI image generation model, which indicates the company's continued push into advanced AI technologies. Stock market reaction. NVIDIA's stock dropped over 17% due to the market's panic about DeepSeek's advancements. Innovative architecture. DeepSeek R1 utilizes a mixture of experts model, allowing for efficient training with only 2.7 million GPU hours. Competitive performance. DeepSeek R1's capabilities match or exceed those of OpenAI's latest models in various benchmarks, notably in math and coding tasks. Open source. Accessibility. Unlike many competitors, DeepSeek R1 is open source, allowing widespread access and experimentation. Reinforcement learning techniques. The model employs unsupervised reinforcement learning, enhancing its reasoning abilities and self-checking mechanisms. Market implications. Analysts debate whether the success of DeepSeek signifies a shift in demand for advanced GPUs like NVIDIA S. Expansion into image generation. DeepSeek has also launched Janus Pro 7B, an AI image generation model, indicating its broader ambitions in AI technology. Key insights. Market volatility. The drop in NVIDIA's stock can be attributed to fears that advancements in AI training methodologies could reduce the demand for high-end GPUs, which NVIDIA heavily relies on for its business model. This highlights how innovation in AI can disrupt established markets, prompting investors to reassess the viability of companies that supply critical hardware. The long-term effects of these advancements remain uncertain, but they signal a potential shift in industry dynamics. Efficiency of DeepSeek models. DeepSeek R1's training efficiency, requiring only 2.7 million GPU hours compared to the 60 million GPU hours needed for GPT-4, suggests that AI models may no longer need to rely on the most advanced and expensive hardware to achieve high performance. This raises questions about the sustainability of current models and the potential for new entrants to disrupt the market with less costly approaches. Open source revolution. The open source nature of DeepSeek R1 presents a unique opportunity for developers and researchers to experiment with cutting-edge AI technology without the high costs associated with proprietary models. This democratization of AI tools could lead to an explosion of innovation as more individuals and organizations gain access to powerful machine learning capabilities. Advanced reasoning capabilities. The introduction of chain-of-thought prompting in DeepSeek R1 allows the model to exhibit reasoning processes that were previously absent in many AI systems. This not only enhances its performance in complex tasks, but also sets a new standard for what can be expected from AI in terms of logical reasoning and problem-solving abilities. Potential market shift. The implications of DeepSeek's advancements may lead to a reduction in the dominance of companies like NVIDIA in the AI hardware space. If smaller companies can produce competitive AI models with significantly lower compute requirements, it may alter the landscape of AI development and deployment, making it accessible to a wider range of players. Speculation and controversy. Analysts have raised doubts about the actual computational resources employed in training DeepSeek R1, suggesting that it may have used more powerful GPUs than publicly disclosed. This skepticism indicates that while the model's performance is impressive, the underlying details may not be as straightforward, emphasizing the need for transparency in the AI development process. Future developments. The launch of Janus Pro 7B, an AI image generation model, signals that DeepSeek is not only focusing on language models, but is also aiming to make a mark in the rapidly growing field of AI-generated images. This diversification could position the company as a formidable player in multiple AI domains and further disrupt existing markets. The implications of China's open-source AI model, DeepSeek R1, which has been characterized as a significant turning point in the global AI landscape, similar to the launch of Sputnik by the Soviet Union in 1957. DeepSeek R1 is positioned as a cost-effective and efficient alternative to existing AI models from leading American companies like OpenAI and Anthropic. Dave explains how DeepSeek R1 outperformed expectations, achieving results comparable to its more expensive counterparts, while reportedly costing under $6 million to develop without access to high-end NVIDIA chips. He elaborates on the model's unique training approach, distilling knowledge from larger models to create a smaller, more efficient AI capable of running on consumer-grade hardware. While acknowledging the potential advantages of DeepSeek R1, Dave also highlights some limitations, including possible inaccuracies and biases inherited from the larger models it learns from. He concludes by reflecting on the broader implications of this development for American tech companies and the democratization of AI technology. DeepSeek R1, a game changer. China's DeepSeek R1 has been likened to the Sputnik moment, signaling a shift in technological dominance in the AI race. Cost-effective innovation. Developed for under $6 million, DeepSeek R1 challenges the financial outlay of established players like OpenAI. Distillation technique. The model utilizes a distillation approach, learning from larger models to create a more compact and efficient AI. Democratization of AI. With its open-source nature, DeepSeek R1 lowers barriers for AI access, encouraging innovation from smaller companies and hobbyists. Trade-offs in performance. Smaller models like DeepSeek R1 might lack the depth of knowledge, leading to potential inaccuracies and biases. Global AI landscape shift. The emergence of DeepSeek R1 could undermine the competitive advantage of American proprietary models and change the dynamics of AI adoption. Investor implications. The release of DeepSeek R1 may affect stock performance of AI-dependent companies as the market adjusts to new competitors. Key insights. A new contender in AI. The emergence of DeepSeek R1 signifies that the race for AI supremacy is becoming increasingly competitive, with China showcasing its ability to produce high-performing models affordably. This adds pressure on American tech firms to innovate and maintain their leadership in AI technology. The power of distillation. The distillation technique employed by DeepSeek R1 allows it to compress substantial knowledge from larger models into a smaller framework, making it a versatile tool for various applications. This method can lead to broader accessibility and usability of AI technologies. Resource efficiency. DeepSeek R1's design enables it to run on consumer-grade hardware, making advanced AI technology accessible to smaller companies and individual developers. This could foster a new wave of innovation, as more players can experiment with AI without large upfront costs. Potential risks of smaller models. While cost-effective, DeepSeek R1 may face challenges in handling complex queries, as smaller models can generate hallucinations or confident but incorrect responses. This highlights the inherent trade-offs between efficiency and depth of knowledge. Open-source implications. The open-source nature of DeepSeek R1 allows for transparency in its training data, making it easier to identify biases and errors. This could lead to more ethical AI development practices, as developers can scrutinize the model's outputs and improve upon them. Impact on American AI firms. The rise of DeepSeek R1 could disrupt the business models of major American AI companies that rely heavily on subscription or licensing revenue. This may force these firms to reconsider their pricing strategies and innovation pathways in light of emerging competition. Historical context. Drawing parallels to the early days of personal computing, the emergence of DeepSeek R1 could democratize AI technology similar to how personal computers transformed computing accessibility. This could lead to a more diverse range of AI applications tailored to specific industries and needs. Summary. In a recent discussion on Live Now from Fox, hosts Andy Mack and guest experts examined the emerging Chinese artificial intelligence AI company, DeepSeek which has made headlines for its cost-effective AI models that reportedly rival or exceed the capabilities of Western counterparts. This discourse comes against the backdrop of President Trump's remarks, describing DeepSeek as a wake-up call for the U.S. tech industry, emphasizing the need for vigilance in maintaining the country's technological leadership. DeepSeek has garnered attention for its ability to develop competitive AI models at a fraction of the cost that U.S. companies, such as OpenAI, have been incurring. The conversation delves into the implications of DeepSeek's entry into the market, the potential effects on U.S. tech giants like NVIDIA, and the broader geopolitical ramifications of AI advancements in China. While the enthusiasm for DeepSeek's capabilities is palpable, experts advise caution, emphasizing the importance of scrutinizing claims and considering issues such as data privacy and the geopolitical landscape in technology development. DeepSeek emerges as a competitor. A Chinese AI company, DeepSeek, claims to produce AI models that rival leading Western technologies at significantly lower costs. Cost-effectiveness in AI development. DeepSeek reportedly trains its models at a fraction of the price compared to U.S. counterparts, raising concerns about the sustainability of American tech investments. Stock market reaction. The announcement of DeepSeek's capabilities caused stock declines for major U.S. chip manufacturers like NVIDIA, highlighting the market's sensitivity to competitive threats. Open source versus closed systems. The discussion contrasts DeepSeek's open source approach with the typically closed ecosystems of firms like Google and Microsoft, suggesting different trajectories in AI development. Privacy and data security concerns. Experts voice skepticism about the safety and biases inherent in AI models developed in China, given the different regulatory frameworks and potential data privacy issues. Geopolitical implications. The rise of DeepSeek brings to light the broader geopolitical landscape as countries race to harness AI technology for both strategic advantages and economic growth. Earnings reports as indicators. Upcoming earnings reports from major tech companies will provide insight into how they plan to navigate the evolving AI landscape, particularly in light of DeepSeek's claims. Disruption of traditional models. DeepSeek's ability to develop competitive AI without the reliance on expensive chips raises questions about the future of AI development. If this trend continues, it could lead to a significant shift in which companies lead the AI space, as traditional tech giants may need to rethink their strategies and investment allocations. Stock market sensitivity. The immediate drop in stocks like NVIDIA illustrates the precarious nature of the tech market, where news of a new competitor can have a pronounced impact on investor sentiment. This highlights the need for established companies to remain agile and innovative to maintain their market positions. Global AI development landscape. The emergence of a strong player like DeepSeek underscores the necessity for U.S. companies to not only innovate, but also be cognizant of global competition. As AI technology continues to evolve rapidly, the U.S. must prioritize research and development to stay ahead. Cautious optimism. While DeepSeek's claims are exciting, experts urge caution. Historically, tech companies often exaggerate capabilities for market advantage. Therefore, validating claims through independent scrutiny is vital to avoid investing in potentially misleading technologies. Open source advantages. The open-source nature of DeepSeek's technology could lead to accelerated development and community-driven improvements, contrasting with the more controlled ecosystems of companies like Microsoft and Google, which may slow down innovation due to proprietary limitations. Data integrity risks. The integration of data privacy concerns, especially regarding AI models built in China, requires businesses to be diligent about the data they use and where it is stored. Any breach or bias could have lasting implications for user trust and regulatory compliance. Legislative response needed. As the U.S. government becomes increasingly aware of the potential threats posed by foreign AI advancements, There may be calls for more stringent regulations or sanctions aimed at preserving American tech leadership, reflecting a growing need for a coordinated federal response to global AI competition. A vigil was held for Suchir Balaji, a 26-year-old whistleblower researcher at OpenAI who passed away under suspicious circumstances. Balaji's parents, unconvinced that their son died by suicide, have hired a private investigator to look into the case. They reported signs of a struggle in his apartment and noted that he had made plans shortly before his death. The vigil also served to raise awareness about corporate accountability in the field of artificial intelligence, AI. The discussion transitioned into a broader conversation about the competitive landscape of AI, particularly the race between the US and China. A new AI model from a Chinese lab, DeepSeek, has emerged, showing performance that rivals that of leading American models, suggesting a leveling of the playing field in AI development. The conversation raised concerns about the need for increased computational infrastructure in the US to maintain its leading position in AI. Furthermore, there is ongoing debate about the market dynamics of AI, with predictions that revenues could skyrocket from billions to trillions as AI capabilities advance. The fallout from Balaji's death continues to reverberate, with calls for a thorough investigation and an independent autopsy being conducted. Vigil was held in Milpitas last night in memory of 26-year-old Suchir Balaji, a whistleblower and former researcher at OpenAI, who passed away last month. His death has raised many questions, and his parents, convinced he wouldn't have died by suicide, have hired a private investigator. Balaji's last known conversation was with a friend who described him as happy and making plans to attend CES in January. No note was found, and there were no other people at the scene, but his parents noted unusual details in his apartment, including signs of a struggle in the bathroom, missing items like a USB drive, and a disrupted computer left running for 3 days. Balaji began working for OpenAI in 2020 but later resigned, claiming the company violated copyright laws in developing ChatGPT. Just days before his death, he was reportedly called as a witness in a case against the company. OpenAI released a statement expressing condolences and support for his family, but stated they had no further interaction with him after his public comments in the New York Times. The vigil's organizers honored Balaji's courage and used the event to highlight corporate accountability in artificial intelligence. Meanwhile, discussions in the tech world have shifted to the broader AI race, particularly between the US and China. A Chinese AI lab, DeepSeek, recently released a groundbreaking open-source model that outperforms the latest models from OpenAI and Meta in certain benchmarks, challenging the belief that the US maintains a significant lead in AI development. This has sparked concerns about the pace of global AI competition and the need for infrastructure and investment to maintain technological dominance. Balaji's case has drawn attention from Silicon Valley, with Congressman Ro Khanna calling for a transparent investigation into the circumstances of his death. His family continues to seek answers, urging authorities to uncover the truth behind the tragic loss of a young, promising researcher. The seismic impact of a new AI application called DeepSeek, developed in China, which has reportedly surpassed American technologies like ChatGPT while operating at a significantly lower cost. The revelation has sent shockwaves through Wall Street, triggering a sell-off led by NVIDIA, as investors grapple with the implications of this technological competition. DeepSeek's model, which can be trained at a fraction of the cost of its American counterparts, raises questions about the future of AI development in the US and highlights the growing capabilities of Chinese tech firms. The discussion also touches on the geopolitical ramifications of this tech race, with hosts debating the effectiveness of US export restrictions and the need for a robust strategy to maintain American dominance in AI. Wall Street reaction. NVIDIA's stock plummeted 15% amid fears that DeepSeek's AI technology competes directly with American systems like ChatGPT. Cost efficiency. DeepSeek developed its AI model for less than $6 million, emphasizing a significant cost advantage over U.S. competitors, which often spend hundreds of millions. Cybersecurity concerns. The app faced a large-scale cyber attack, raising questions about the security of AI technologies coming from China. Geopolitical stakes. The discussion underscores that the AI race is not just a tech issue, but a foreign policy challenge, with implications for national security. Market skepticism. Experts express caution over the viability of DeepSeek's technology in large-scale corporate applications compared to established American AI models. Export restrictions. The effectiveness of U.S. export controls on technology is questioned, highlighting the ongoing competition between the U.S. and China. Political implications. The influence of political leadership on AI development, contrasting the approaches of the Trump and Biden administrations. Shifting competitive landscape. The emergence of DeepSeek signals a shift in the global AI landscape, where cost-effective alternatives from China are gaining traction. The hosts discuss how the U.S. must adapt to this new reality to maintain its technological leadership. The implications for the stock market are profound, as investors reassess the potential of American firms in light of this competition. Investment risks. With major U.S. firms investing hundreds of billions in AI technologies, the revelation of a cheaper alternative poses risks for these investments. The show's discussion highlights the urgent need for U.S. companies to innovate and differentiate their products to justify their higher price points. This could lead to a reevaluation of investment strategies in the tech sector. Technical viability. While DeepSeek's technology is impressive, the panelists express skepticism regarding its scalability and applicability in corporate settings compared to established players like ChatGPT. This skepticism reflects a broader concern regarding whether DeepSeek can maintain its competitive edge in more complex and demanding applications. National security concerns. National security implications of AI development and deployment. With DeepSeek's model potentially being used to gather data and insights, concerns arise about the security of American data and the ethical implications of using Chinese technology. This reflects a growing awareness of how technological advancements can be leveraged for geopolitical advantage. Market dynamics. Dynamics of the tech market, emphasizing that a monopoly on AI technologies is not feasible. They argue that competition fosters innovation and that U.S. firms must focus on maintaining a competitive edge without heavy-handed regulation that stifles growth. Global strategies. The importance of a coherent strategy for U.S. companies to navigate the competitive landscape, especially in light of China's advancements. Suggestion that the U.S. must not only focus on sanctions, but also on fostering an environment conducive to innovation and growth. Regulatory considerations. The debate around the Biden administration's regulatory approach to technology underscores the tension between fostering competition and maintaining control over monopolistic practices. The conversation reveals differing perspectives on how best to balance these priorities to ensure that American technology firms can thrive in an increasingly competitive global market. Analysis of the rapidly evolving AI landscape, emphasizing the significant implications of emerging technologies like DeepSeek. The multifaceted challenges posed by this competition, from investment risks and technical viability to national security concerns and regulatory frameworks. As U.S. firms navigate this complex environment, the insights gleaned from the necessity for innovation, adaptability, and strategic foresight in maintaining America's leadership in the global tech race. A community gathering to honor the memory of the whistleblower and raise awareness about corporate ethics in AI. Suspicious circumstances. Balaji's parents suspect foul play, noting signs of struggle and the absence of a suicide note. AI race intensifies. A new AI model from China, DeepSeek, shows potential to challenge U.S. models, indicating a shift in global AI dynamics. AI performance benchmark. Models currently perform poorly on rigorous new evaluations, highlighting gaps in AI capabilities. Market potential. Predictions suggest the AI industry could grow from $10 billion to over $1 trillion as technology matures. Need for infrastructure. Experts emphasize the necessity of robust computational infrastructure in the U.S. to sustain its lead in AI. Calls for investigation. Balaji's family and supporters demand a full investigation into his death, reflecting broader concerns about transparency. Key insights, bravery, and legacy. The vigil for Suchir Balaji symbolizes the ongoing struggle for accountability in AI, particularly against corporate malfeasance. His whistleblowing activities highlight the risks associated with exposing unethical practices in the tech industry, and the community's response underscores the importance of standing up for ethical standards in AI development. Suspicion and investigation. The family's decision to hire a private investigator reflects their deep mistrust of the official narrative surrounding Balaji's death. This move indicates a growing trend where families of individuals who die under suspicious circumstances are seeking independent investigations, highlighting issues of systemic transparency in corporate environments. Emerging AI competitors. The performance of DeepSeek against established U.S. models like OpenAI's GPT-4 raises questions about the future of AI competition. The ability of a Chinese lab to create a model that rivals those developed in the U.S. suggests a rapidly evolving landscape where traditional assumptions about technological superiority are being challenged. AI benchmarking challenges. The release of humanity's last exam points to a significant gap in AI capabilities, with no model achieving more than 10% on the hardest questions posed by experts in science and mathematics. This revelation serves as a wake-up call for the AI community to enhance model training and evaluation processes. Economic impact of AI. The forecasted growth of the AI market from billions to trillions signifies an impending economic revolution. Companies that can innovate and compete effectively in this space are likely to see exponential growth, creating opportunities for jobs, investment, and technological advancements. Infrastructure needs. The conversation highlights a critical need for investment in computational infrastructure to bolster the U.S. position in the AI race. As AI models become more complex and resource-intensive, the demand for energy-efficient technologies in data centers will be paramount. Calls for accountability. The push for a thorough investigation into Balaji's death is indicative of a larger societal demand for accountability from tech corporations. As incidents of alleged corporate malfeasance surface, the need for regulatory oversight and ethical considerations in AI development becomes increasingly crucial to ensure that innovation does not come at the expense of human rights or safety, highlighting not just the technological advancements but also the human stories and ethical dilemmas that accompany them. The community's response to Balaji's legacy and the calls for investigation underscore the importance of vigilance in safeguarding ethical standards in technology. As the AI race between the U.S. and China intensifies, the implications for economic growth, societal impact, and global competitiveness will shape the future of the industry and its role in society. Wall Street is shaken as fears mount over China's rapid advancements in artificial intelligence. Nvidia shares have plunged 15% following reports that DeepSeek, a Chinese-developed AI model, rivals ChatGPT, but operates at a fraction of the cost. Built in just 2 months for under $6 million, DeepSeek has skyrocketed to the top of the App Store charts. Adding to the turmoil, DeepSeek has reported a significant cyber attack, raising concerns over data security. Meanwhile, U.S. tech giants are pouring hundreds of billions into AI development, but doubts are growing about whether the investment will keep America ahead in the AI race. Dissect this unfolding story, why the market is surprised. DeepSeek's revolutionary efficiency. Leveraging a multi-token system and expert learning, it delivers results at 96% lower costs than US models, potentially reshaping the industry. The economic and foreign policy implications. Export controls on chips haven't hindered China's progress, with NVIDIA hardware reportedly used to train DeepSeek's model. This sparks debate about the effectiveness of US sanctions and whether America can maintain its AI dominance. DeepSeek's strategic advantage. Unlike Western AI models that require billions to develop, DeepSeek utilized open-source platforms and leaner strategies to accelerate progress. However, concerns linger over its scalability and the potential for data funneling back to China. Tech investors speak out. DeepSeek is revolutionary. However, skepticism remains regarding its applicability to large-scale corporate environments. The geopolitical race. The competition extends beyond economics. It's a battle for global influence, with AI emerging as a key driver of national power. As U.S. firms navigate regulatory challenges, China's leaner approach raises questions about how America should respond. DeepSeek's low-cost development highlights China's ability to innovate despite export restrictions. U.S. policymakers face tough choices. Will regulation stifle innovation, or can it help secure America's position as the AI leader? Concerns about transparency and data security loom, especially given DeepSeek's ties to China. The AI race between the U.S. and China is heating up, and the stakes couldn't be higher. DeepSeek is shaking up the global tech industry with groundbreaking advancements that have the potential to challenge Silicon Valley's dominance. This Chinese AI startup has emerged as a disruptive force, leaving U.S. tech giants scrambling to respond. Last week in Davos, DeepSeek generated significant buzz for its highly efficient AI model, capable of running on far less advanced NVIDIA chips, which has sent ripples across the stock market. The impact on AI-related stocks. AI-related stocks, including NVIDIA, ARM, AMD, and Microsoft, along with global chip stocks like ASM Holdings, saw a dip as investors reacted to the possibility that DeepSeek's technology could reduce reliance on costly chips. Despite U.S. efforts to curb China's AI progress through export restrictions on advanced chips, like NVIDIA's H100 GPUs, DeepSeek turned the tables. Using less advanced H800 chips, the company developed an AI model that rivals or even surpasses Western offerings at a fraction of the cost. How DeepSeek defied U.S. restrictions. DeepSeek was founded in 2023, a year after the U.S. imposed restrictions on exporting high-performance chips to China to stifle its AI advancements. However, the startup bypassed these challenges by innovatively using limited hardware more efficiently. While leading AI companies like OpenAI and Google train their models using supercomputers with over 16,000 chips, DeepSeek achieved comparable results using just 2,000 NVIDIA chips. This efficiency has hit NVIDIA's stock performance, as reduced chip demand poses a threat to its business model. Cost efficiency versus big tech spending. DeepSeek's achievements are particularly remarkable when compared to the massive expenditures of U.S. AI giants. The company reportedly spent only $5.6 million to develop DeepSeek version 3, while OpenAI spends $5 billion annually. Google projects $50 billion in capital expenditures for 2024, and Microsoft has invested over $13 billion in OpenAI. Despite this disparity, DeepSeek outperformed leading models like OpenAI's GPT-4, Meta's Llama, and Anthropic's Claude 3.5 on tasks including math problem solving, coding competitions, and bug detection, open source, and the global AI race. DeepSeek's open source model has further amplified its impact. By making its research and code freely available, the company has democratized access to cutting-edge AI technology, creating new opportunities for developers worldwide. This move has intensified the AI arms race, with countries like the US, Europe, and South Korea now striving to keep up. The competitive pressure could lead to faster innovation but also raises concerns about potential risks, including safety issues that were initially highlighted by AI pioneers like Elon Musk. Broader implications for AI development. DeepSeek's rise also underscores a critical lesson. Resource constraints can fuel creativity. The U.S. chip export ban intended to stifle China's AI industry inadvertently motivated companies like DeepSeek to find innovative workarounds. This highlights the unpredictable nature of global competition and the limits of restrictive policies. The fallout for NVIDIA and Silicon Valley. NVIDIA, once seen as indispensable to AI development, now faces a more uncertain future. As DeepSeek's open-source model reduces the demand for high-performance chips, NVIDIA's dominance is being challenged. The company, valued at $589 billion, has suffered losses as competitors gain access to DeepSeek's technology. The tragic death of Suchir Balaji is a reminder of the complex interplay between technology, ethics, and corporate responsibility. As the AI landscape evolves, with emerging competitors challenging established leaders, the need for transparency and accountability in the industry becomes more pressing. The ongoing discussions reflect a critical juncture in AI development. As we navigate this exciting new era, one thing is clear: the AI revolution is far from over, and DeepSeek R1 is leading the charge. In conclusion, DeepSeek's achievements underscore the dynamic and rapidly evolving nature of the AI industry. The lab's ability to produce cutting-edge models with limited resources has challenged traditional assumptions about AI development and highlighted the importance of efficiency in innovation. As the competition between the US and China intensifies, the global tech community will need to navigate these complexities carefully, balancing the benefits of open-source collaboration with the need to uphold ethical standards and maintain technological leadership. Let me know your thoughts, and stay tuned as this fascinating story continues to unfold. In conclusion, the release of DeepSeek R1 has profound implications for the AI landscape, challenging established norms and prompting a re-evaluation of market dynamics. As the industry continues to evolve, keeping track of advancements like DeepSeek will be crucial for understanding the future trajectory of AI technologies and their impact on businesses and investors alike. DeepSeek R1 represents a significant advancement in AI technology that challenges the status quo, particularly for American tech companies. Its innovative approach to model construction and open-source nature may reshape the global AI landscape, promoting a more inclusive environment for AI development and deployment. However, the associated risks and limitations also serve as a reminder that, while cost-effective solutions are appealing, they must be carefully managed to ensure reliability and robustness in practical applications. As the AI race continues to evolve, the future may very well belong to those who can adapt to these changes and leverage new technologies effectively. DeepSeek R1 represents a bold step forward for China in the global AI race. Whether it's a scrappy underdog or the start of a larger shift, it's clear that innovation isn't always about having the biggest budget. It's about doing things differently. The global balance of power in AI is shifting, and America must act decisively to stay ahead. DeepSeek's emergence as a competitive force in the AI market is a pivotal moment that has implications for technology, economics, and geopolitics. The conversation surrounding its capabilities, costs, and potential impact on established players emphasizes the complexity and rapid evolution of the tech landscape, demanding careful consideration and strategic responses from all stakeholders involved. The tech world is evolving. With companies like DeepSeek entering the market, the AI landscape is shifting rapidly. We'll continue to follow this closely. If you found this breakdown helpful or thought-provoking, consider subscribing to my channel for more deep dives into the world of AI and technology. Share this video with others who might find it interesting. And let's continue the conversation about what this means for the future of AI. Final thoughts. DeepSeek has not only disrupted the AI industry, but has also highlighted the shifting dynamics of global competition. While the U.S. continues to grapple with the implications of China's advancements, DeepSeek's success demonstrates the power of innovation under constraints. The debate over the future of AI is far from over, with safety, competition, and ethics at the forefront.